This is a Vapid Dominator. A car that I like very much. So much so that I own this one, in particular. And it's a brilliant, old-school muscle car. There's no fancy suspension, there's no fancy traction control, it's just a massive supercharged V8, rear-wheel drive, live rear axle. It's a handful, but that's its charm. I love this thing to death. It's very engaging to drive because it is a little scary, but again, that makes it fun. It makes it an event. Which made me a little apprehensive about their next car. This one, the GTX, released a few years ago. And, well, they took the muscle car formula and sort of scrapped it and threw it into a sports car. It's still got the massive V8, it's still rear-wheel drive, but it can actually handle. And some hardcore fans will say, oh, that's terrible. I quite like how this vehicle drives. It's very composed. You can actually take it around a track fast and not fun. It is much more handling focused, so you can't slide around quite as much. But it's not really its job. It's evolved. It's moved on to the 21st century. Of course, you know, I say that. The Dominator briefly experimented with this 21 years ago. Back in the year 2000, just after Y2K, the Dominator went from an American muscle car to a track car. They call it the ASP, and this is a monster. It's still got the massive supercharged V8, it's still got the live rear axle, it's still rear-wheel drive, but everything is tuned for the track and fine-tuned and meticulously crafted. It is not a point-and-squirt muscle car. It's got fully functional aero, it's got brake cooling ducts, it has little tunnels on the side to relieve pressure from the wheel wells. It's got a massive cowl hood on the front to relieve all that hot air from the engine bay. And that means it's very, very good around the track. It's still bloody fast. It's over 600 horsepower will do that. But this is first and foremost a track car, which means it is first and foremost designed to go around corners. And this thing handles sublimely. It's not the lightest, 3,500 pounds, but it is so good to drive. It's got that perfect combination of live rear axle play, like that. So you can chuck it about. I mean, it's still a 700 horsepower rear-wheel drive muscle car, but it can also turn properly. And it can have fun. It's the best of both worlds. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One face, you're going on a corner and over a G, and the other face, you're sliding it like that. It's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Oh, I haven't had a driving experience like this in years. It's just so playful and yet so great around these corners, for lack of a better word. It's hard to describe the feeling of this vehicle because it can be very serious and really scare some sports cars of the era. But you can also rip the handbrake, floor it, and counter steer, and you have a great drift car. I'm very confused. I was also confused with my task. I was told to head to a race, so I painted my car in racing colors and showed up. But it wasn't a normal race. No. This is called cannonballing. You race from this parking lot to a soda station, you get some soda, and you drive it back here as fast as possible. It is completely unsanctioned. You use any vehicle you can, and you gotta get creative. So some people use ambulances, they turn off their lights, they act in disguised vehicles. It's not exactly what my vehicle, my ASP, was initially designed for when it comes to racing, but it seemed like good fun, so I decided to line up on the grid anyway. Well, I'm one of the last ones to go, so it is early in the morning. It's not a specific race for, position, it's for time. It's a stopwatch sort of a deal. Which means traffic laws be damned, and it means, well, we don't have to race anybody, we just have to race time and space, which sounds much cooler than racing an ambulance, I'm not gonna lie. And I know a shortcut, so if I just go this way, you see, we're not allowed to use the freeway, so you have to drive through the city otherwise, but I don't want to get in any danger or endanger anybody else, really. So I'm gonna take the storm drain. There we go, and now I have open road-ish to just absolutely fly. And as we showed on the track, this is no slouch, and oh, my thing's over there. Ah, crap. Sorry, car, you're good. That's steep. My car's not suited for this. Ah, this is a very low, very fiberglass muscle car. It's not designed for this at all. And then we had some other issues. First, we had to abide by some traffic laws because of the police department, and it's raining. Great. So I'm in a very powerful race car for the road, and the road is now pouring with rain, and I'm supposed to be going as fast as possible through traffic. Despite these obstacles, progress was actually very good, and before long, we were in Sandy Shores, heading down the coast road. Brake, 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 brake! Sorry. Oh god, traction is not great, braking is not great. These are slick tires, road legal slick tires. And, the rain and the dirt is not making this ideal, as was proven later. Okay. I was trying to say don't go to the left of the bridge in case we see a car, but I saw a thing instead. And then I got on my one allowable freeway drive to get to our final destination. Now, why are we allowed on the freeway? Well, there's a big old mountain in the way, and you can't exactly drive around it even in our very specialized vehicles. And just like that, with a little bit of hammer-down driving, except when we go past another police station, we made it to the soda shop. Now, quick, get this thing and run. Go, 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 go. Okay, we got it. Put it in the cup. We don't have any cup holder. Shit. Okay. It's fine. We'll put it in the... There's no glove box out. We'll make it up as we go along. Leave it through here. Don't want the police seeing this, because this is very frowned upon. I'll probably get pulled over just for driving this car. It doesn't exactly look street legal, even though it is. And although I am currently stuck in traffic, it is very, very quick, which would probably get me pulled over even more. Can you please get out of my way? Thank you. It's not like I'm in a race or anything. I'll be honest, I can't stay mad at this car. That is a bloody good noise. And that noise propelled me all the way back to the Sandy Shores area. Okay, you might be wondering why I'm going west and not south. Well, if I go down this road, I can go flat out, foot to the floor all the way to the mountains of Los Santos. And that means I'll be able to carry a higher average speed. And it also means I'll get to be able to experience these twisty corners. Because this is a track car, and although I've been doing nothing but top speed, it does show that even on these bumpy roads, it can actually take a corner very nicely. This thing is so planted. How is this so good? It's even on normal tarmacs, not a racetrack. And it still grips. This is preposterous. Hey, who's that up there? Is that one of our guys? I don't know. He might be in one of those disguised vehicles. Yep, that's one of them. We're in a race. Cue the music! Think you can outrun me? You think you can... Aha! You're going... Don't know where the hell he's going. Alright, that was a shorter race than I thought. And it wouldn't matter anyway. I'm in an insanely fast car. But... yeah, I don't think he went the right way. Especially because I got 3 more corners left. This has been one hell of a drive. Chuck it in! Yes! Living out my action movie fantasies here and just drifted through the streets. 1 more corner to go. Chuck it in! Sorry, car, 1 more time. I'm gonna bottom you out hard. Just go around the finish line. And there we go. Oh. Okay. I won't say this is a perfect car for this. I probably would have picked something all-wheel drive if I had known. But, for being a track car, this is fantastic. It can just about be used on the road, as you can see, and it is mind-blowingly fast. It is the fastest muscle car I have ever driven. Hey! Nicely done, good sir! Anyway. Nicely done. I mean, you gotta congratulate a fellow competitor once in a while, but this thing is absolutely stunning and worth every penny.